try the 32 Terminators and see if they float.
Ooh, that's cold.
Oh, they float.
It's cold on the nuts.
Oh, I bet.
They float. I think.
I bet you if I hopped off right now, I could just push it right through here.
See that? Here, let's see. That's floating.
They still float, in case you were wondering. It'll just float through the fuck. I just walk it. I don't recommend doing it like this, but because if it starts to go, like,
That's insane.
try Brendan's machine on the 34s. I'll go the exact same way. This thing's big now. Man, that thing looks tiny. Low range, four-wheel drive. I like the RPM gauge on this one. That's cool.
Someone hogged this out on the last ride.
Think so?
It feels better with these.
You're gonna test out your speakers for waterproofness.
Oh, it's mint.
It's just putting. I feel more confident on this than that. Differences so far with a water hole, a deep water hole with the 32 Terminators, they definitely still float. Very floaty. I felt more confident on the 34s just because there's so much, well, they're not even really that much heavier, right?
No, they're not.
Like, they're not much heavier, but
No.
they're skinnies. But I felt more confident on that just because when you're going through, it's not like trying to, I think once you get used to it, man, you just gotta get like, because that is not too bad. Like if you go in a really deep spot, it'll just sit there.
Yeah.
But you have to know that, like when it starts going over, you gotta.
Now you can see that there's less PSI in the rear than in the front. You see that?
Yeah, or that's also probably just the way like it's parked on that rut. You know?
I don't know. Like these have fucking close to nothing in them.
Oh yeah, like even holding the valve stem, there's like nothing, like there's no air that comes out. That's how little air, like it's basically zero. So, because I thought maybe with zero air, like nothing at all, you might have a better chance, but they do still float indeed. But it's not as bad. It doesn't feel as bad though as when they were on yours. So, or maybe it's because it's wider too.
Could be, yeah.
So maybe making yours a bit wider, but no, I don't know. I think you should take this through though for sure, just to feel that difference. It feels like a tank, like it feels really planted nice. So we'll see. Yeah, someone hogged that out on the last ride. Him. It does better with those. They are a mean ass tire, that's for sure. So how do you like the Assassinators? 34s? Not as floaty?
No, not as floaty.
No. Terminators are definitely floaty. But I still say it didn't feel as bad. I felt I had pretty good control over them with this much air anyways. You just gotta really know the machine and the tire setup, you know?
Yeah.
Feel a little bit more confident on that going through there?
Through there, yeah.
Even when it kind of did come up, but it just sat there?
Yeah, not so much in the, on the trail. Like, this thing's all over the map.
Yeah.
Like, those bite.
On the trail, yes, that's the one thing for sure. I was talking about this, is that the Terminators for steering, like control, a lot of control, especially with that layer of grease, like that layer of slippery clay on there. Yeah. How have you felt it with the rubbing 34s on the Outlander?
Oh, they're definitely rubbing.
They're rubbing, you got the FTP floorboards,
yeah,
right? And they're rubbing,
yeah, just on
here?
On the side here. But the 32s do as well. Like, they probably need just a little bit of finessing.
Still haven't ripped out your headlights?
No.
No, just kind of taking it easy, right? Not riding it super crazy either.
No,
you know.
true, yeah.
All right, well, I'll take her for a little trail rip here. You could take mine, and we'll see some differences and stuff. See what we think. One thing's definitely for sure is that this thing is a huge bitch now. Like, this thing is massive. I feel like I'm riding a giraffe. So this machine also has the stage 3 Alcas. So it does ride really nice. It also has a Dalton clutch kit that we put in. Stock secondary, just the Dalton secondary spring. I don't know if it's the black violet, but yeah, this thing's a good ripper. We'll see what it does at Lingham. I don't know, this is a nice machine. Brendan's done some nice mods. You gotta be careful of that thing in low range. It'll rip your arms off. You're loving it? I like those tires for the trail, man. footwell though. Man, this thing is giant. This thing's gonna be a ripper. Oh man, it's gonna be a ripper. I can't wait till Lingham, boys. Next weekend, it's gonna be freaking lit. You're running these big of a tires on a Outlander. It's really hard to get a lot of trail speed, you know, just because the rubbing, right? You don't want to wreck. You don't want to wreck anything, but I'll tell you what though, it still trails really nice. It's just those Elkas, man, like a nice suspension setup. Let's see how the carp pond is with the Outlander on 34s. I'm sure you remember that from the last video. Take this thing through there, man. It's like driving a fucking tank. It just idle, through it. Man, getting that thing up there in there, eh? Someone went through there on a side-by-side or something. Oh, it's way more plowed over. The weeds are all plowed over. All right, well, that'll be this video, and then we'll see. Probably the next video is probably going to be Lingham, and that's going to be a freaking ascent video. That's going to be a mint video. So we'll see you guys then.